What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am. Today I've got a story time for y'all that was sent into my Instagram at Scrubby by a subscriber about the time his babysitter took him to McDonald's only for her to get arrested while they were there. Honestly, sounds like a pretty good time, bro. Unlimited time at the Playplace is pretty swag if you ask me, but regardless, it should be a pretty good video. Be sure to press the like button and yeah, sit back, relax, and enjoy.
The sun's down and I'm feeling it right, so tell me, little mama, what you doing tonight? You know I'm trying to hit it, I'm not being polite.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we all know sometimes babysitters can be the opposite of comforting and safe, all that good stuff. I've told a few stories on that channel that'll let you guys get across that. That being said, being arrested at McDonald's takes a special type of weird person. Today, though, when I was scrolling through my Instagram DMs and saw my babysitter got arrested, it definitely got me interested, and the story itself does not disappoint. Basically, all you gotta know is that the babysitter, for the purpose of the story, we're gonna call her Ashley. And Ashley was about 20 years old. It was actually the person who sent in this story's, like, distant cousin. Like, you know when they're kind of related to you, but in a weird way, where, like, your mom says you don't have to call them your cousin if you don't want to? That was kind of how he was related to this girl. And I guess his mom had gotten a new job on very short notice, and so she was kind of desperate for somebody to, like, watch the kid for a bit. So she called up his cousin and was kind of like, hey Ashley, will you please just watch him for a couple hours? I've got to go do some stuff for work, get some paperwork done. I'll give you some money, you can take him to McDonald's, like everything should be okay. And the Ashley girl was like, yeah, no problem. So she came over a little bit before his mom left, and once his mom left, she was kind of like, all right, here's the deal, we're gonna go to McDonald's, okay, and I'm gonna meet my boyfriend there, and you're gonna play in the play place while I hang out with my boyfriend, and then before your mom comes home, we're gonna come back, okay? Basically, she was like, I don't actually want to have to watch you, you know? I want to do as little work as humanly possible. That's what the truth is. At the time, though, that's like the gold standard. Obviously, unlimited time at a McDonald's play place when you're a little kid is a pretty OP level of swag. Like, oh yeah, that's right, I'm about to spend all day goofing off at McDonald's. What did y'all do today? Go to school? Oh, can't relate. Sorry, y'all just aren't built different like me. It is funny how stuff like that works, bro. You grow up a little bit and now you're like, oh, that babysitter that I thought was really cool for letting me stay up till 2 a.m. watching horror movies when I was 7 was actually just kind of irresponsible. So whatever, they get in the car, they go to McDonald's. Sure enough, this girl meets up with her boyfriend in the McDonald's lobby, which, you know, is a pretty weird place to have a date, but go at it. And immediately, the kid just beelines to the play place. He had told her what Happy Meal he wanted, and she said that he could just go over to, like, the table where they were sitting and get it whenever he wants. So he's playing in the play place, just kind of vibing, doing his thing, going about his business, and he comes back out from out the bottom of the slide from the play place, and it'd been a couple minutes, so he goes to check on his Happy Meal. But when he goes to check out where his babysitter is and her boyfriend, the table is empty. The Happy Meal is there, and some empty, like, food wrappers are, but whatever, he's just kind of vibing. So he breaks into his Happy Meal, he's eating some nuggets, he's eating some french fries, he's playing with the toy, and that's when the manager of the McDonald's comes over, and she looks at him and she's like, hey, were your mom and dad eating lunch here? Like, was that who was with you? And the kid is obviously a little bit confused, but it's the McDonald's manager, so he trusts her, and he's like, nah, that's my babysitter. My mom's at work today. I was just playing at the play place, but now I'm eating my Happy Meal, da-da-da-da-da. And the manager is kind of like, okay, well, when you're done, you go back and play in the Happy Meal, but if I come down to the bottom and I say this magic word, like, I want you to come out of the play place. And he's like, all right, no problem, deal. And so he kind of finishes his food, goes back up into the play place, and the way this play place was situated, there was this big, like, room in the top of the play place that kind of had a window that you could look out into the parking lot. And he's up there, and he decides to just overlook his kingdom, obviously, because you're just in full imagination mode. He's probably pretending to, like, be in Minecraft or something. And he overlooks, and when he looks out, he sees 2 cop cars parked in the McDonald's parking lot, and 2 people sitting on, like, the outside of the McDonald's curb, like, not outside of the McDonald's, but in the parking lot on the curb. And he's like, huh, that's funny. That kind of looks like my babysitter and her boyfriend. And then he kind of is looking more and he's like, oh my God, that's my babysitter and her boyfriend. Keep in mind, he's a little younger, so it might have been taken a little longer than that. But he very quickly is like, oh my God, that's my babysitter getting arrested. So homie gets to the bottom of the Playplace in record time, goes down some slides, jungle gyms his way down, literally just monkey fists his way out of the jungle gym and like runs out there. And he's walking over there, and obviously, like, he realizes when he's outside that there's 4 police, and they're arresting both of them. And he walks over to him, and he's like, hey, that's my babysitter. What's going on? Like, is it, like, I gotta go home, guys. Like, come on, my mom's gonna ask me to go home. And as soon as he starts, like, talking to the police about the fact that it's his babysitter, she starts yelling at him, like, don't tell them anything. Go back inside. Go back to the Playplace. Like, go in there. And obviously, the police are now confused, bro, because she hadn't mentioned the fact that she had like a little kid with them, bro. She was really about to just get arrested and like leave the kid at McDonald's. Too bad, so sad. Could you imagine that, dude? Homie really just left in the Playplace to fend for himself. 20 years later, somebody finds him. They're like, wow, a feral child raised in a McDonald's Playplace. I will say at that point, though, a cop ended up, like, escorting him back into the restaurant and just kind of talking to him to see what was up. And the kid really didn't know what was going on. He was pretty little. So he was just kind of like, yeah, I don't know why you guys are arresting her, but she's my babysitter. Like, my mom's at work today, you know. He knew his address, so he told the police. And the police were like, okay, go play in the Playplace. We're gonna come get you when we're done. So, sure enough, he goes back to the Playplace a little bit later. One of the cops came in and, like, called his name, got him out of the Playplace, and took him home to his mom. And when they get there, the cop and the mom talked for the bit, but he just like went into the house and started doing whatever he was doing, playing with toys and whatnot. And honestly, he was just like thinking that was normal. He felt like every time you were babysat by somebody, there was a chance of them getting like arrested. And his mom didn't really bring up what had happened for a while, just because she probably didn't want to like have to explain to a little kid why his babysitter was getting arrested for a felony. All right, guys, I'm gonna interrupt the video for 1 second. On screen now is an Xbox gift card. I actually give a gift card away every single video here on this channel as a way to say thank you to everyone subscribed with notifications on. So if you don't already have them on, be sure to click that button, turn on notifications so you never miss another upload, because you got nothing to lose. If you already are a member of the squad, then thank you very much. You're appreciated. And yeah, I'll get back to the story time now. Thank you and enjoy it, whoever got it. Anyways, a couple years later, he ends up kind of asking his mom about it one day in passing when he was like 14, 15, you know, a little bit older. And his mom was kind of like, well, do you want me to be completely honest with you? And obviously the kid's like, yeah, obviously I want to know what happened. Like, what the hell was the deal? Because it wasn't even like she just stopped babysitting him. He like had never seen her since. And the mom kind of starts explaining that I guess her and that boyfriend of hers had been like going on a string of armed robberies, right? Which obviously not the sharpest tool in the shed. I would just say that that's one of those crimes they actually try to catch you for. And regardless, in this string of armed robberies that her and her boyfriend had been on, all Bonnie and Clyde, nothing says romance like robbing fast food restaurants. They had robbed the McDonald's that they had taken the kid to. And the only problem was her boyfriend, not the sharpest tool in the shed, had worn a disguise, right? He had thought he had disguised his identity by wearing pantyhose on his head. The only problem with that is they're pretty see-through when they're over somebody's head. So basically, when they had gone to the McDonald's, the kid had gone to go into the Playplace, and the manager, who had recognized them from the time that they got robbed, ended up calling the police. Sure enough, the police came, and like the boyfriend and the girlfriend were trying to be all Bonnie and Clyde, and they thought that if they just didn't talk to the cops, they wouldn't get arrested. As if security camera footage isn't enough for them to do it, you know? So yeah, the babysitter was so stupid that she was going on an armed robbery spree and then taking the kid that she was babysitting back to the scene of the crime. Which I almost have to give her a reward for having so few brain cells and still managing to be alive as long as she did, bro. Like, the fact she made it that far is kind of impressive. Obviously, after all that went down, though, she kind of just went to jail for a bit, or prison. I don't know what the difference is, to be honest. I've never been, sorry. But she went there for a bit, and the mom was like, I'm not really sure if that's the type of person I want to have around my kid. You do a crime in the past, I understand people can change and be become better people. You commit armed robbery somewhere and then go back to the scene of the crime with a kid? I don't know, bro. I feel like that's just next level no brain cell logic there. Imagine that kid being a little bit older though and actually kind of understanding what was going on. Thank God he was so small that like he didn't actually understand that his babysitter just committed a felony. Anyways, guys, I think that's gonna do it for the video. I know this was a short one. I just thought it was really funny. I thought y'all would get a kick out of it. If you did, I would really appreciate you pressing the like button and letting me know in the comment section down below what you thought. If you don't know what to comment, just go ahead and drop the word babysitter down there. I'd appreciate it. And yeah, subscribe and turn on notifications if you're new. If you want more content, I do have a podcast called the Scuffed Cast. You can find a link to that down in the description if you feel like checking that out, along with the link to the intro song if you want to give it a listen. The merch store is also found down there in the description. And yeah, on that note, guys, follow me on Instagram at Scrubby. Twitter is just at Scrubby_69. Don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot. That's just some good general life advice for you. And yeah, hopefully I will see you guys all soon with another video. I'm gonna go commit some felonies and go to Burger King after. Hopefully you guys have a good one, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.